one of the top psychics in Illinois and delivers messages from the afterlife to many of her clients. Please welcome psychic medium Susan Rowlen. All right, Susan, so you know there's going to be a lot of skeptics out there.
I know.
There's people. First, explain what a psychic medium is.
Well, what a psychic is basically someone who can see the past, present, and future. Okay? A medium is basically a filter of a message it gets from the afterlife.
Okay.
And that's what the mediums are. They're the filter. They're the go-between.
All right. And when did you realize you had this gift?
When I was 6. When I was 6 years old, my grandfather had died, and my mother didn't want myself and my 3 brothers to go to the funeral. We were too young, she thought. So after the funeral, my mother was on top of a chair looking at something, and I walked in. I says, "Mom, what are you looking at?" And she goes, "Oh, nothing. They're not for your eyes to see." And I said, "Okay." And so I waited till she went. What do you think a 6-year-old's going to do?
Yeah, you're going to go look.
Exactly. So I did. And I saw my grandfather in the casket.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, how is he in the casket when he's here?
Right.
You're 6 years old. Now, what's going on here?
Okay.
So I did not know the difference between the afterlife and the present.
When you say he's here, because you thought he was still in the house?
No, he's here like you are, like I'm talking to you.
So can you, for lack of better terms, you can see dead people?
Yes,
I see dead people.
I do, yeah.
Is it like that?
Yes.
Is it like the movie?
Yes, like that little boy, The Sixth Sense, when he said, "I see dead people." Yes. And you know what? I have to say something about that, because there's a lot of children that do see that, and parents will say, "Stop, it's your imagination." And you know, I always tell parents, no, actually, you don't have to encourage it, but don't sit there and say it's not You know, I always say to the skeptics, if you don't want to believe, I get that, okay? But don't ruin it for people that do believe.
Okay.
Okay?
So can you see, on an average day when you're walking down the street, can you see people that have passed?
I do. And sometimes I'll see, you know,
but you don't know who they are.
They're
just random people.
I don't know. And you know, people say, well, you're the psychic medium. You tell me. You should know all this. Well, no, it doesn't work quite that way.
Okay.
Okay? It's based on senses. You know, sometimes like a clairvoyant can see, okay? Somebody who can just hear and not see anything. I have all the senses. I could see, I could hear, I could taste, I could smell smoke. And then...
Oh, you watched the billboards last night, didn't you? I couldn't help myself.
Oh, that was great. That was good. I love that. No, but seriously, I mean, and then sometimes, you know, when I'm going to a reading, and maybe it's a day before, maybe it's that day, I will get the symptoms of what that past love had passed from. Okay.
I can't take it anymore. What did you get with these two? And then me. Because we're going to be out of time in 2 seconds.
All right. Okay. Basically, what I got from G, I did see a male around her. Okay, didn't know who it was, and I did. And I also saw a male...
Like a male as in a future husband?
No.
Oh.
No, older man.
Okay, an older man. Okay.
I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
With Ryan, I saw somebody younger. Did not know.
Man or woman?
Male. Did not know who that was either, but it was a connection to both of you. So that was something huge, okay?
And we've both had people that have passed. I've lost my brother.
Yeah, I think it was my father.
Yes, and I did private readings on both of you, and they came. I mean, they all came, and they came with specific messages, and certain things should be private. I am big on that, you know. But you know, there was
anything you guys want to share?
I think the big message was just that sort of I needed to accept the fact that my father was happy, and that once I do that, then that will unblock a lot of things that I'm preventing from happening in my life.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Ryan?
And I think that's the same thing that we talked about. Is you said that I have a lot of people around me that have passed that are looking over me.
Oh yeah, because they become your spirit guides.
Right.
Which is beautiful. Angels, I always say to people, you like to think of your loved ones as an angel, but in truth, angels have never been human. They're assigned to us from conception, from about 6 months while we're in our mother's womb. Okay? And they are with us when we go to the afterlife. They're here specifically. We have our own angels. You can't swap each other's angels.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. But you know, you said the afterlife, but that's what's tough, because you can see people still in this life, right?
You know, it's interesting you say that. One day I was sleeping, and there was a spirit that came. Now, this specific spirit had gone. Everybody was looking for this woman, okay? And I recognized her but didn't know who she was. To make a long story short, she kept telling me, help me find me. Everybody thought she was still alive. She was dead.
Okay.
So I went to my husband, and she kept saying Stickney. So I woke up my husband. I says, where is Stickney? And he did a Zoom, and I saw 3 ponds with boulders.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went. Well, it's all gated, and make a long story short, we were there for 3 hours, and a Stickney police officer says, what are you doing here? He said to my husband. He goes, well, is this private property? He goes, we have this. You can't be here. Yeah, he goes, you can't be on here. So he asked us to leave, and I said, but we can't. I still have to find her. Yeah. And my husband said, Suze, what do you want me to do? We have to go. So we did. As we were going down the ramp, I see 19th Street. So there was something pivotal about 19th Street. I immediately called Plainfield Police, and I told them what I saw. And I did not know this, but on a hunch, they did call Stickney Police. And they said, look, we have a lead. Please, we need you to go check. And they says, there's nothing there, we're not checking. She says, I'm asking politely, but even though we're out of our jurisdiction, because of this open missing person, we will come. We're giving you the benefit.
Okay. So when they went, what did they find?
They found a woman left for dead by the 3 ponds with the boulders.
Right, like you had said.
Below 19th Street.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. That's
so there you go. So there is a lot of truth, but everybody has to do it different. And I always say to people, the best thing for me is ask me a specific question, because that's better. Okay? Because then I can zoom in on things.
Right.
When I don't have a whole lot of time, that's the best way to do it.
Right. Well, we want you to read Val, but I think that we're going to save that for after dark so that we have more time. Do we? Can you give us anything for Val now?
Good when she doesn't have a whole lot of time.
You done got yours in the live show. You
Well, I will say one thing about you. Well, a lot of things about you, but I have to tell you, you are at a time in your life where you are absolutely the best and actually ready. Now, I'm going to tell you, because you're finally balanced, is what I want to say.
Okay.
Okay? Personal, work, everything. Everything's coming in alignment. Before, it was either one or the other. Not anymore.
Okay, so it's all balanced.
It's all coming. Okay. So when it finally comes and you're in alignment with your body, mind, and spirit, that's when more is going to start coming your way. Because the blockers get unblocked. So the good things that are meant to make its way actually can. Okay? You're all about truth, but you also has this side about sensitivity. You're very good with sensitivity, and that's what makes you good to understand your job, because you actually can get in that person's psyche and their shoes. You know the questions to ask. It isn't that they just pick you and say, well, she looks good today, we're going to go with her. No, there's a connection with her and what she does, and this is you. So I have to tell you, this is a good time for you, which you have never had before.
Really?
Yes.
Does that mean
I like it.
More?
Yes.
More?
You can choose, but let's put you this way, you won't have to worry, but it's going to naturally fall in place with you.
And it is what? Work?
Work, abundance of love. Your children will thrive. Everything will start working with you instead of against you. No, I'm serious.
Good.
It's a good time. It really is for
that's
you.
a nice start. All right.